So, my mother bought me this program's Clever Fox journal for my birthday, and it's kind of deep and kind of cool. You've got self awareness, gratitude and affirmations, vision board, goal setting, 3 month goals, mind map, monthly page, monthly review, weekly page. It's like a whole system for keeping track of your life, all held in this pretty little journal with a silver fox on it. Oh, the clever fox. And so you start with your vision. You know, what is it that you want in the future, in the near future, and just what do you want? What's your ideal scene, your ideal world for you? And to be completely open and honest, like I want to expand as a filmmaker to be an influencer. I know that's almost a taboo term today, but that's what I want. I want to have influence in the world. I'm trying to cultivate a sanity of my own, and a converging perspectives, so that people will see, like, oh, that other viewpoint is actually very valuable to me. I don't need to fight it. I can listen to it, synthesize it, and come away with this greater understanding from that initial conflict. I've been studying the mind a lot. I want to bring that understanding of the mind to society. I think there are definitely people who understand the mind better than I do, but I think most of us don't understand it very well at all. and there's a cleverness about the mind where it kind of doesn't want us to know what we don't know about it. It doesn't want us to be critical. We don't want to be critical of ourselves. It's like programming, right? No criticalness of myself. Except that we're always critical of ourselves, right? Trying to protect ourselves, trying to protect our image. So we're very image focused, but we rarely dig underneath that and actually deal with the reality underneath. And I've done a lot of work on that of late, real shadow work, as they call it. Just pulling apart these mechanisms and asking, what's really going on here? Why am I thinking this way? Would I be thinking differently if I set my mindset differently? If I exercised before I sat down to do this? If I made peace within myself, would I be less of a combatant with others? These are the big questions, I think, that we are working on, and that's what I'm working on for sure. And I want to encapsulate these understandings. I want to synthesize what I have studied into a form of filmmaking that can basically be easily digested by others, so that they can learn more quickly than I did a truer version of reality. Because we're all struggling to find that truth. That true version of reality is a struggle, and we're all working together because we need each other to get closer to it. We most highly value the people who really are making gallant strides for the most accurate version of reality that we can find. Those of us who have sort of gotten a little crazy, fundamentalist about a certain story, may be taking us away from truth, sort of ignoring a lot of reality. And those people are valuable too, because they may be on their long journey away from collective consensus reality. They may be finding something that we didn't see that may be valuable. But most of society is not going to rely on those people as the ultimate truth tellers. They're sort of just pointing out the blind spots that we may have from afar. So my vision for me in my life is to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. Ultimately, to partner with a woman, to have a child or children with that woman, to live in a beautiful place that is healthy. Doesn't need to be rural necessarily, but a healthy, beautiful place near my community, near the friends that make me feel alive and whole and loved. And in that space, I want it to be a creative lair, a creative studio to make films, music, books, etc. I want to just keep making the things that I love to create, and have the synergistic partners around me that help me make those things. I want my company, Converging Perspectives, to be significant, to have an impact, to be educating and enlightening society to some degree. That's my vision. There's another part of the vision I didn't write down here, which is the unchurched service, which may not be what it sounds like to everybody's ears, but it's essentially to be an online church service that theoretically would happen weekly in the future, and every sermon would be essentially a mental education on how our minds work, and where we value spiritual practice, we value spiritual tools and spiritual wisdom from all the great traditions of the world's religions, and we point out the pitfalls, the teachings or misteachings that can lead to psychological derangement and other sort of unhealthy tangents that sort of take us away from spirituality ultimately. To understand the human mind and how it is geared for tribalism, that's a big part of what that project would be about. Sort of in line with everything else that I'm doing. The next question is, what is my life's purpose? And that's one where you really want to feel into that one, right? Oh, and I got it. I got an edge right under my sternum. This is powerful energy. This is like, meow. What is my life's purpose? It is telling me that my purpose is to sing. My purpose is to express myself. My purpose is to synthesize what comes into my mind and share it as beautifully as I know how, to be a healthy conduit for truth. I wrote down here, to deliver the truest version of reality I can, to bring health to society through my health. And I think I wrote that because that's what I need to remember. It's what I need to continually remember these days. I could write more, but why overcomplicate your life's purpose? Why write too much? Or I have to think about that every day. I am grateful for my body, which means my DNA, my code, whatever this essence really is. I'm grateful for mankind, for life itself, the life force, if you will. I'm grateful for my family, for my friends, those who make me who I am, those who have taught me through painful lessons. I am grateful for you too. I am grateful for all of my life experience, all the beauty and the pain. that has shaped me into the man I am right now. I'm not a victim anymore of anybody. I am someone who has learned, who has turned every adverse experience and every healthy experience into my nourishment, into my growth. Now, everyone's affirmations are going to be unique to them. I've had some great affirmations about that just sort of reverse my fears, basically, that get me to understand, remind me that I am on my path right now, that there is no divergence, there is no, I'm not caught anywhere. No, I am in alignment with the divine energies of creation right now. I am exactly in my right place right now. Being as calm, alive, and present as possible will yield exactly what I have been honing for my whole life. And that is really following through with your swing, you know what I mean? It's bringing all of you to the table, not hiding any bit of it, not leaving anything behind. That is the power in your swing. At whatever age you are, that is it. Bring it all. What am I passionate about? What brings me joy in life? Connection. Solving puzzles. Having cognitions, realizations, epiphanies. Joy. Pleasure. Not just pleasure, but pleasurable, playful interactions, where I'm reminded about the joy that's just naturally inside of me, that I am joy, and ultimately, it's like shaking me up a little bit. Get that little buzz of, I'm fun. And then there's skills to learn, habits to adopt this year. Oh boy. I think the skill I really want to work on this year is figuring out this loop station I have, because I'm going to absolutely love just playing with my voice on a loop station. I also want to study piano and guitar more professionally. But all of these skills fall behind my primary skill that I'm developing, which is to be body-centered, to really be integrated as one being. Integrated in my body. When I say my body, I don't necessarily mean a material conception of body. I mean this, whatever this actually is. I'm not going to pretend there's anything about it that is not real, that I'm disconnected from. I am connected to all that appears to be me, whatever its substance is made of. Whether you say it's physical, whether you say it's biology, DNA, genetics, energy, spirit, whatever this is, I am at one with it. And that is my greatest skill that I'm practicing this year. And then we get to vision boards and goals, and I've made some very, very real goals. I haven't made my 3-month goals yet, and that's going to be interesting. I'll share that maybe later. But I'm going to just share a vision board that wasn't long ago, but still seems to be relevant today. I'm going to focus on the bottom one, I think, because it's got a lot of what I'm still about. Really powerful with the sort of the subconscious on this side and the more conscious on that side. So we're outer world, inner world. So we've got sort of this power as root of energy here in the middle, going up through the tree, which is me. I am a big old oak. I am branching in all these different directions. I am alive. I'm a person. And that climbs all the way to this sort of mysterious mind and creation and poetry and motion, the top there. On this side of reality, I have comfort and beach and fire and romance and let the spirit move you, food, culinary, art, the city, because I need to be near the city in order to be part of its salvation, salvation in the city. And with that needs to come greens. Health, I think this guy and this woman represent health and how it attracts. Healthy people attract each other when they are being healthy. These are the eyes. The plate of money, because money is sort of how we do things today, and climbing rocks is sort of the metaphor for business world. That's okay. That's how it works today. It's sort of the outer fruit. Internally, I've got some other things going on here. We've got some sexy stuff, but ultimately lots of water here, because that's the subconscious. And this calmness in me I need. Got Justin Timberlake here, snapping a beat, music to the ear, because music really does keep me feeling alive. This is the sort of the erotic side of me. I really was struck by this image, and I cut it out because I really love the power dynamics within, I guess, sexuality, and how there's this. It's so beautiful to feel helpless when someone who is safe is actually taking control of you. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And I just found this image to be so striking in the power versus fragility and delicateness and beauty. And we have little children's hands with the heart and love. That's sort of need. Let there be dark. Where there's a way, where there's a will, there's a way. And then we climb up here through the sort of psychedelic butterfly in the night. All this beauty and just the possibilities of the imagination. And that's my vision board.